get some. If you want some.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Adams has it, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Switch it. Back one. Chance. Check 9. Check 3.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
No chance.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jamon Moore, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Let's see what you got. Hey, switch gears. Tight dog.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Throwing here, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey, watch it, watch it. You go tight.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Oh, you got deep?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's get it. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Back one. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
Sit up. 180. 59. Like the 59. 6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Chicago.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go, go. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 42, Mike 40.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The 47-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Wide, get wide. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
All day, baby, all day.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch. No.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 91. Lock in. 49. Check 49. Alert.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now Davis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3 bud. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch twins. Check the backer. Whip. Watch right. Hatchet.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, take 26. Hey, high 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the slant.
Off the draw, here's Williams.
I got you, boy.
And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let them know, let them know. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Got you. I got you. Kill, 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 kill.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on second down, Rodgers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 30-yard line.
Mike's 59. I got one.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Switch.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down.
59.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and Graham's got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
First down, a run with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it.